Welcome to True Crime with Strategic Eyes.
Strategic back again. We got a lot to talk about today, guys. Got a good show for you guys. I really do appreciate all you guys who are supporting the channel. We had a close call on the last email show that we did. We appealed it, and it looks like they approved our appeal, but they approved it 2 days later, which kind of sucks. But anyway, we're going to be doing part two. Before we get started, a few things. Number one, we're going to say right out the onset, we are definitely going to be reviewing this from an educational perspective and be using my 18 and a half years of experience as a SA detective. If you don't know what that is, ask the chat, but we have to watch what we say. I'm an active duty detective, and I investigate crimes against people's bodies. Once again, I'm talking that way because of YouTube, and I'm using my 18 and a half years of experience and counting. Soon we're going to have to say 19 years. That is fast approaching because, you know, the older you get, the faster time flies. Well, time is just flying for me right now, okay? I think I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be 60 tomorrow or something like that. That's crazy. But anyway, we're using those years of experience and my collegiate education and everything that makes me me to evaluate these definitely heavy topics. Today, we're not going to say anything inappropriate. We're reading emails where Stephan Stearns, who is a person that is innocent until proven guilty, is going to be talking to their family about various things. We're just going to get a peek into their mind, okay? So this is for the YouTube gods. Nothing inappropriate is going to be said in this live, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be probative. These are interesting things that we're going to go over. So viewer discretion is advised. I only say that because this is True Crime and Strategic, but once again, nothing inappropriate is going to be said. Now, few more other things. I'm reading the chat before the live started, and I see that Jules, make sure I got this right. Jules in the chat says there's 2 Amber Alerts that's coming out of Washington. I don't live in Washington State, so I'm not privy to those Amber Alerts. But if anybody can get me those alerts into my email while the show is going on, I'll definitely, at the end of the show, make that available for the rest of you guys so that if anybody is in that region and they're watching my show, they could be made aware of those Amber Alerts as well. And we do have to say that most Amber Alerts do resolve themselves where the young person is found safe, all right? Usually a lot of times it's custodial stuff. It's people who know each other. A dad or a mother is upset with their custodial agreement and they're just not returning the young person. And once again, I'm saying young person because we're trying to respect YouTube's algorithm. But so get that over to me if possible, and I'll definitely cover it, all right? I'll definitely cover it. The next thing is I just did a video about an unfortunate taking of life that occurred in Minnesota. 2 lawmakers were taken away for political reasons. That equals the T word, okay? So whoever did that was motivated by the T word. You guys know what I'm talking about. And that person is still on the lam and still at large. I encourage you to watch that video that I did. Go check that out in my playlist and be on the lookout and be alert to assist law enforcement the best way you can in these unfortunate times. This person dressed up as a police officer. My understanding is that their costume, because they're not police officers, was nearly identical to the police that work in that area. So you would not be able to tell the difference between the subject and your local police in that area. So the police are saying, do not answer your door to any police officer that is not with a second officer. This person is still on the lam, so we want to make sure that we do everything we can to support local law enforcement in apprehending this terrorist. Okay, let's get this guy off the streets. Let's get him alive, hopefully, so that he could face the sweet justice of the United States of America. There's a very special place in Florence, Colorado, in the Supermax for this person. And if you guys don't know about Florence, Colorado, the inmates never see the sunlight. Every single window is frosted. So you will see light coming through that frosted window, but you'll never actually see the sky again. And I think there's no better punishment for somebody who's willing to use politics and mix violence with it. That is where that type of person belongs. So please do, if you're out there in the Minnesota area where this happened, please stay safe. Please stay safe. And please assist law enforcement the best way that you can. All right. Anything else I want to do? Any other housekeeping stuff? No, that's it, man. So I want to go ahead and thank you guys once again for joining me, the True Crime and Strategic, on this Saturday afternoon. And we're going to jump into this. And big shout out to Jamie MP with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And big shout out to Margot Gogo with a 5-gift membership to the membership. I was going to say Patreon. 5-gift membership. Maybe if we get a lot of likes on the show, I'll give 5 free Patreon memberships. All right. So if we get a lot of likes on the show, we're going to give 5 free Patreon memberships. Since Margot Gogo is in the spirit of giving, and Jamie MP as well, you guys are in the spirit of giving, I feel like I've got to reciprocate that giving by giving 5 free memberships if the likes are looking real healthy and nice on this show. So guys, once again, welcome to True Crime with Strategic. And we are going to get into Stephan Stern's emails, man. This is going to be interesting. Let's do it. All right. So we're going to kind of go out of order. I'm just looking for the ones that look interesting to me. So we're going to start on page 40, which is kind of at the end of it. But then we're going to go up and we're going to look at some other things. Okay. So rock out with me for a little bit. All right. So this is under the title of Fresh Food and Books, which most of his emails are titled Books and Food. Books and food, okay? Stephan Stearns is writing to his father. Now, also, when you see Chris Stearns, that's just the account that they use. Sometimes he's talking to his mother. Sometimes he's talking to his father. You got to read the email to kind of figure out who he's talking to. Let me go ahead and put this on vibrate so we don't hear all this noise in the background. And I think as I was putting this on vibrate, that Jamie or excuse me, Jules sent that email. Let me see. Oh, yep. Good job, Jules. Good job. All right, give me a second. I got to take this phone call. I do have to take this. Sorry about that. I really had to take that call. That was a very important phone call. Okay, so I see these Amber Alerts here, and I'm definitely going to cover them. Thank you so much for, I don't even have time to read it. We'll read it together. I'll access it from this screen and put it up there, and we'll cover it at the end of the show. Good job, Jules. Thank you so much for helping us bring awareness to those missing kids in Washington. We'll cover that at the end of the show. All right, so now, you don't know who he's talking to till you see the email. So he could be talking to his mother, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so let's keep going. All right. Hey, good to hear from you both, from both of you. I have been asking for the tablet for 5 days, but only finally got it today. Yes, no consistency, but it is what it is. If you want to get me another meal, the pizza-sized calzone combo sounded good. So he's talking about, in our earlier email, like maybe 20 pages ago, he was talking about how he observed that there were some inmates around him that were getting these special meals that was like meals from outside, like food that they weren't serving inside of the cafeteria, hamburgers, hot dogs, baked chicken, buffalo wings, all that stuff. And he kind of like planted the seed with his family, like, oh, they're getting these special meals, but, I know it's probably super expensive, so it is what it is. But yeah, it looked really delicious. So he knows how to play his parents, right? He'll throw these subliminals in there, knowing that the parents will have no choice based off of their devotion to him to give him what he wants. Basically, he's a spoiled child. He's never grown up. And so now we're seeing the tactics that he's used on his family throughout his life. Oh, here's this Tamagotchi toy. It's a collector's item. It's $400. It's really expensive. I know I could probably never afford it, but it would be nice to have that. And boom, he's probably got that Tamagotchi within a week because his parents are spending their mortgage money to get it for him. So this is Stephan Stearns, a big kid, a man. What's the word I used to say that he was? He's I had a saying for him. Oof. I'll think about it. But he's a man child, but I had my own little way of describing his man child syndrome. We'll figure it out. I'll remember it. But anyway, that's his game. That's how he plays them. So let's keep going. If you want to get me another meal, so they already sent him a meal. The pizza / calzone combo sounded good. Or the cheesesteak / wings combo sounded good too. Or the buffalo chicken sandwich. Honestly, it all sounded pretty good. But those 3 are at the top of my list for me. If you want to get it for me, those are at the top of my list. The commissary account could use some topping up too, if possible. It's all about the money for Stephan Stearns. All about the money. It's always, you could just give me a little bit more money if you don't mind. I don't want to ask for too much, mommy and daddy, but, you could just give me just a little bit more money. It's always about the money with this dude. How do these parents deal with this absolutely insufferable child? I don't know. But at the end of the day, I guess that's their man child, and that's why they deal with him. So anyway, let's keep going. The commissary account could use some topping up too, if possible. I finally got a bag of the sour fruit balls candy. It's not as good as I hoped. The root beer and butterscotch candies are better. Where's my root beer candy? Where's my root? I got it. The root beer barrel candy. Now, I haven't played with this in a while because other people started doing this after I did it. No shade. I just speak the truth. But the root beer barrel candy, but whatever. We're done with that. I finally got a bag of the sour fruit balls candy, and it's not as good as I hope. The root beer and butterscotch candies are better in my opinion. I don't want to get the butterscotch because then other people might get butterscotch too. Who knows? Anyway, be nice, strategic. Be nice. Anyway, but I'm wondering if other out-of-stock items might finally be available too. I guess I'll find out soon. But I want to get some more mackerel. Oh, I guess that's a fish, right? How you say that? Mackerel? I don't eat that stuff. Somebody in the chat, phonetically spell it for me. You guys are great for that. I got a lot of English teachers that watch this show. They're always correcting me. Strategic. That's not how you say it. I love you, strategic, but this is how you pronounce the word. Anyway, let's keep going. And hot peanuts. And of course, coffee. I always order more when I can to make sure I don't run out anytime soon. He's really like acclimating himself to the whole prison life, to be honest with you. Like he's getting comfortable. He's very comfortable in his prison life. But I will, I guess, just a little, people type in, these mistakes happen. I'm not going to hold this against him. So what is he trying to say? But I will see something sardines and hot tomato sauce will arrive as well, since I've been curious to try them, and maybe get some Hawaiian punch drink mix while I'm at it too. So I will try to use the commissary kiosk. And guys, there's a lot of typos here, so you got to excuse me. I'm trying to decipher what he's trying to say. So I will try to use the commissary kiosk this weekend if you toss some funds in there for me. If you give me some more money, I'll try and use the kiosk. He's subliminals. I wish I was there for the pups as well. Yes, they were aggravating for a long time with the barking, but honestly, something finally clicked back in 2022 for me, and I stopped being so easily aggravated and suddenly gained an immense reservoir of patience. The traffic Let me go ahead and scroll up so we can have more space. Traffic stopped bothering me. Everything just stopped bothering me finally, and conversely became the angry and irritable one who raised at traffic and snapped at everyone all the time. So when I moved back in with you most recently, none of that stuff seemed to really bother me. I don't know why my nose is itching me. I'm not picking my nose. My nose is just itching me like allergies. Hold on here. Let me make sure everything is good. Okay, cool. Traffic stopped bothering me. Everything just stopped bothering me finally. And conversely, blank became the angry and irritable one. I think he's saying like Jen, who raised at traffic and snapped at everyone all the time. So when I moved back in with you most recently, none of that stuff seemed to really bother me anymore like it used to. This change seemed to coincide with the start of my new job back then. I don't know, a switch got flipped and I was happier again. I am reading through the Andromeda Strain now, but when I finish that, I will jump into Breakthrough and catch up with Mom. Yes, the woman stopped trying to connect. I accepted after like the 5th attempt she made just to see if she would message me with whatever her purpose was, but she sent a message COD, which meant I would have to pay on my end to see it. So I said, screw that, and declined to pay for it. So he's talking about this lady, I think her name was Houston or something, Lisa Houston, who was hitting him up, saying, oh, you're cute. I like Grand Theft Auto, and I like Pokemon too. I think she was a troll, to be honest with you. She was just trying to play to him too much. Oh, I like Pokemon, and oh, I like Grand Theft Auto, and you look so handsome online, and I was in Florida. You just happen to be Florida. And then I live in the UK. You're in the UK and happen to go on vacation in Florida. It does happen. A lot of people from the UK go to Florida. But all these things, she just likes all the things Stephan Stearns like and happened to be in Florida. I think she was trolling, to be honest with you. So let's keep going. Which meant I would have to pay on my end to see it. So I said, screw that, and declined to pay for it, deleted it, and then disconnected from her. If she wasn't willing to even pay for her own message, I wasn't going to be willing to read it. There was no way I was going to use credits my family paid for. See, now he's talking righteous and sanctimonious. Like he wants to show his parents, look, I'm respecting the sacrifices that you're making for me financially. I would never. This is Stephan Stearns. I would never use your money to read no ladies' messages. That's what I'm getting. Like he's over there like showing a lot of sass and sauce. I would never use your money to pay for somebody's messages. Let's keep going. I wasn't going to be willing to read it. There's no way I was going to use credits my family paid for to let some stranger message me for some unknown purpose. She hasn't tried to reconnect again. Some other people have tried to connect though, but I've far declined in them since I assume it will be more of the same. Pretty much all female names that are trying to connect. Strangely, I can't imagine what these people could want to say to me that I would care to read anyway. I'm not messaging Stearns. I'm not going to do it. Wouldn't it be funny if like everybody on YouTube is reporting that Strategic Eyes messaged him and then me and him started having conversations and I was like, you pedophile. There's nothing for us to talk about. Now, if he wants an interview, I would fly down. If he wants an interview and like he's serious about it, I would fly down to Florida and interview him, but it would not be the interview that he'd be expecting. I'm not going to sit there and just let Stephan Stearns tell his bullshit story as to why him abusing Madeline was justified in some way that the pedophiles always find a way to justify it. I would ask him tough questions. I'd try and get into his mind as to when it started. He'd be giving me a confession. The only interview that I would give him would be an interview where I'd be trying to elicit a confession from him, just like I try and elicit a confession with a perp. Basically, if I was to have an interview with Stephan Stearns, I would be prepared to come back to Florida to testify in the case because I'd probably be a star witness because he would have given me a full confession. There's no way in hell I'm going to sit across from Stephan Stearns and let him bloviate and bullshit me the entire time. I'm going to get in his ass and I'm going to make him give me a confession. All right, Aki highlighted somebody, so let me see what's up. Brilliant Sky 311 says, laugh my ass off, sold his credits to the other prisoner. Yeah, he's doing that too. Actually, the other prisoner was paying him in commissary to use his phone. And yeah, so he kind of was selling his credits. You're 100% right. I'm so sorry. You're 1,000% right. He was selling his phone credits to another prisoner. Let's keep going. Good point. All right. Let me find my place. I'm going to start highlighting like this so I can see where I left off. All right. Uh-oh. Now everything's highlighted. Okay. Oh. I can't imagine what these people would want to say to me that I would care to read anyway. So whatever. I have felt like I'm spiraling a bit this week. So let's see what he has to say on him being like introspective. I can't begin to describe how badly I want to leave this place. Good. We don't want you having a good time. I'm sick of it. I'm missing so much of the world right now. Why? So you could paint Warhammer 40K figurines and diddle miners? Like, is that what you're missing? Because that's all you did. You didn't work. You didn't contribute to society in any way. All you did was cause pain and misery to somebody who's just starting their life out and do mundane stuff that society can live without. We don't need you to paint Warhammer figurines. We can make a robot do that. But anyway, let's keep going. I'm missing so much in the world right now and what's going on out there. I miss my family. I miss my freedom. I miss everything. I'm getting quite anxious and the negative energy in this place has started to affect me. So plead guilty then. Plead guilty and accept the capital punishment. And then all of this will go away if you plead guilty. And then you'll just go to state prison and you can acclimate your life to state prison until your date comes and DeSantis relieves you of the burden of life. Just that simple. I hope to hear back from you soon. I love you both very much. I will try to get the tablet back when I can. Right back ASAP. Okay. Let's go to the response from his parents. Let's see what Aki's saying. Oh, people want the violin. I got you. When I come back to him, we'll put the violin in. See, that's why we need Aki, because I can't read the chat. So she keeps me up to date on what's happening on the chat. So guys, show Aki and the other moderators some love. Give them some coffee, man. Come on. That coffee's not for me. I don't partake. Okay. That's for the moderators and the amazing job that they do. So anyway, let's see what the parents have to say. That was a soft drink shown with the meal as part of it. Did you get it? Dad will transfer some funds to your commissary soon. I hate that your life has turned out this way. Oh man, I don't want to do this, but I think Deborah needs a violin too. Let's get her violin. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Come on, Deborah. There was a soft drink shown with that meal as a part of it. Did you get it? Dad will transfer some funds to your account very soon. I hate that your life has turned out this way. Remember that old saying? A single event, a single day, a single week will affect you for the rest of your life. That is what this is. That first bad decision leading to the first event doesn't wipe out the good you've done for people. All of the beautiful things. Listen to mommy. All the good that Stephan has done for people. What good has Stephan done for people? Huh? Go on Reddit and pretend like he's a relationship guru. Go on Reddit and tell little pregnant girls what they should do with their pregnancy. Go on Reddit and tell people what they should do and what a healthy relationship with because he's in such a great relationship with Jen Soto. Go on Reddit and pretend to be somebody that he's not. That's the sum of his goodness. Stephan Stearns hasn't done nothing good in his entire life. What lives has he impacted? What lives has he changed? He's lived the most selfish life of any human being on the planet. And guess what? When doors closed and nobody was watching, he did the most evil and diabolical things anyone could possibly imagine. And his mother has the audacity to say that this guy was a good guy and did positive things in his life. Lady, you must be delusional. Maybe your own son's definition and description of you as old and senile, running around half blind and deaf, screaming with barking dogs, the way your son, your progeny describes you, maybe that's the truth. See, I don't think it's the truth because when I've heard these people speak, they sound like pretty normal sounding people to me. I'm not saying I agree with their morals, but they sound like normal sounding people to me. But their son thinks they're senile and half blind and deaf. Maybe they're right, because only a senile person could say that Stephan Stearns has done good thing for people, okay? Helping an old lady across the street does not make you a good person, all right? Let's keep going. What makes you a good person is what you do when nobody's watching. That's when your character is defined. What defines you as a good person is what you do when nobody is watching. And we all know what Stephan Stearns was doing when nobody was watching. Oh, we know all too well what that monster was doing when nobody was watching.
Oh my God.
Well, we ain't the only ones that know. Madeline Soto knew too. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay. Doesn't change the person that you're capable of being. But honestly, this is a long, rough road you are traveling on. We will be here to support you in any way we can. But you still have to walk the road. And I hope God... I really need to get all these in my soundboard. And I hope God...
Jesus.
is walking next to you.
Jesus.
She hope God is walking next to Stearns. Listen, man, I can't speak for God because I think that's blasphemy. But I would imagine, and I can imagine anything I want because God gave me this imagination. I'd imagine God don't have no time for Stephan Stearns. Listen, I'm not trying to make this into biblical talk, but the Stearns always talk biblical. But I think from my understanding of God, of Jesus, you got to want forgiveness to get forgiveness. Whether you believe or not, it's your own business. But whether you a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist, whatever you want to choose, a Jewish person, Judaism, I think they all have this underlying principle that you have to seek the knowledge. You have to seek peace. You have to seek forgiveness. For Christianity, it's forgiveness. I don't know what it is for Muslims. I don't know what it is for Jewish people. I don't know what it is for Buddhists. But if you want absolution from your deity, you have to seek it. You have to want it. You have to desire it. It just doesn't come to you. It's not a gift that you get just by existing. It's something you have to work for. And I don't think Stephan Stearns is interested in forgiveness. I don't think Stephan Stearns is interested in acknowledging what he has done wrong and asking for forgiveness. I think he's interested in pretending to manipulate his loved ones who may have a soft spot and an affinity for God. And I say it like that because I can't support people and call people Christians who are a part of this madness. But I don't think Stephan Stearns, I don't think God has any interest in walking alongside Stephan Stearns. I think one day, if Stephan Stearns decides to truly give himself to a higher power, maybe that will change. But that's between him and God. Anyway, let's keep going. Don't blow smoke and tell me you are praying or that you ask for forgiveness if you haven't. I think her subconscious is telling her that her son is bull crapping because she knows her son better than us. She knows her son better than us. She knows he's bull crapping when he's sitting there in that cell talking about Jesus.
Jesus.
She know he's bull crapping. Sounds like it to me. It is between you and God, and I truly want him in your corner. Then she changes whole direction and go in a totally different direction, which is so weird. But anyway, now they start talking about calzones. I truly want him in your corner, period. Hard period. Let's go to new idea now. Placing the calzone meal order for next Thursday. I hope it's as good as you expect, and I'm really sorry the sour candies didn't reach expectations. Do they have Starlight Mints or cinnamon candies? You and your sweet tooth, brushing those pearly whites, I hope. Not a great dental plan where you are. I'm glad that they are going to supplement your nutrition. You are dangerously thin for your height and build. Keep working on your physical and mental health. Enjoy the books. A new Crichton book will roll out in November. I pre-ordered it for you, about Egypt and the tombs. Sounds good. Dad just transferred some money into the commissary account. More to come later in the week. Again, much love, hugs from afar, and know we are still your family. Mom, listen, man, if one of my kids do something diabolical like Stephan Stearns, don't call me. I'm sorry. Don't call me. Don't tell your lawyer to call me. This is on the internet. It's on the internet forever. Do not call me. Because if you call me to testify, I'm going to go on the stand and I'm going to say, I love my child with all my heart. I did my best to raise them into a good person. I don't know who this person is that is sitting across from me. I love you, but you need to pay for what you did. I'm not getting on the phone and being buddy-buddy with a pedophile. A pedophile is a pedophile, whether they're your son, a neighbor, a friend, a brother, a sister, or a stranger. A pedophile is a pedophile. It just hurts a whole lot more when that pedophile is related to you. But I'm going to treat a pedophile like a pedophile regardless. And I'm going to love you from afar. Far. Far, 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 far away. Because as much as I love you, I love humanity. And I will always think about what you did to that innocent young person every time I look at you. Every time I look at you. I still love you, but you be dead to me. This is on the internet forever. Mark my words. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know how these folks do this. I have no idea how they do this. I have no idea how mommy talks about pearly whites knowing what her son did to Maddie. And listen, this is the news. I'm sorry that this is a high-profile case. I'm sorry that your son did something so diabolical that the whole world cares. There's other people out there who has done the same thing, but nobody cares but the justice system that's dealing with them, and they're not in Florida where we get access to all this information, so we can't do this. It just so happens your son did something horrible to MS, and it happened in Florida where they have the sunrise, sunset laws, whatever, I don't know. And so now we all get to see this, and you want to talk to him. You could go visit him in person, and then we'd never get this information. But you want to talk to him via email, knowing that we're all going to get access to this information. So it's not our fault that we are talking about this. It is your fault. And guess what? As fellow adults, because once you over 35, you're an adult. Whether you're 60 or 35, you're an equal adult. As a 41-year-old man, I am weighing you, and you are lacking. Your character is lacking. I have no sympathy for you as parents in the way that you're talking to this nasty piece of crap of a human being. I don't care that that's your son. Your son is a monster, and it does not change. Your love for him does not change the fact that he is a monster. He's also a monster that is in his 40s. I'd have a totally different stance on this if this was a case where the perpetrator was 18, 17, 19, 20. I'd have a totally different stance on this. Perpetrator is 42, 41, 42 years old. He's either my age or 1 year older than me. And you got these people babying him. Babying him like there's something redeeming about him. There's nothing redeeming about this man. Nothing. Nothing. He's a throwaway. We talked about that before on this show. He's a throwaway. And guess what? Florida, I pray, because we did a show about this. Not Florida, but can Osceola County deliver? Can William J. deliver?
Dirt under the bridge.
Can the dirt under the bridge man deliver? And if he delivers, then Florida is going to treat him like the throwaway that he is. They're going to put him to sleep like the dog he is. I'm sorry. That's how I feel, man. All right, so Aki highlighted somebody's message. Let's see. Slowy SO. Come on, man. With y'all names. Whatever happened when people had screen names like 123? Hello, 456. What's Slowy SO? All right, I hope I said it correctly. Slowy SO says, you know they really are going to set him up a trust fund when they die? Probably will. Delusional. Absolutely delusional. And that's how you make the monster. That's how you make the monster. I got these bright lights on me, so you got to excuse me. Sweating. That's how you make the monster. You raise a man who's 40, 39, what he got locked up when he was like 39 or 40. 39 years old, still living off of you, still sucking off of the teat. And we wonder why he looks at a person of Maddie's age and sees commonality there. Sees her as his girlfriend. 39 years old. Collecting Tamagotchis. Playing Pokemon. 39 years old. Unemployed. Underemployed. Chronically underemployed. You made the monster. You made the monster. What did they teach this man? I go fix stuff. I'm like, son, give me the wrench. 6 years old. He's giving me the wrench. Give me the Phillips head screwdriver. He knows what a Phillips head is. Give me that. This is how you serve. This is what men do. We fix things. I don't care if you guys think it's toxic masculinity. We're men. We fix things. When I talk to my son, I say, one day you're going to have a family. You're going to protect them. I tell them things like protection, service. Daddy, you're a policeman. Yes, I serve, son. Men serve. Whether you're a doctor, whether you're a bricklayer, whether you're a mechanic, whether you're an AC repairman, you're serving. Whether you're a tech person, you're serving. When you're not doing nothing, you're fixing things. You're putting things together. You're touching things up. You're not just sitting on the couch doing nothing. You're going, you see some paint, some dirt on the wall, scrub it. If the dirt don't come off, go get a can of paint and paint over it. You're maintaining things. That's what men do. That's how you teach them. What did they teach this man? 40-year-old man sitting on the couch playing with Tamagotchis, diddling little girls. And we wonder how the monster was made. That's how the monster was made. No accountability. No responsibility. They raised a beta male. That's why he looked at a Maddie and said, oh, that's my girlfriend. No, this is a fatherless young person, because, yeah, she was fatherless. We talked about this on this channel a lot. And some of you guys want to, cape for this dude Wallace. That's your business. It's your own personal business. We all have our opinions. The facts are the facts. It's an absentee dad. He didn't look at this young person and say, this is a person with an absentee dad. Let me step in. Let me step up. Let me mentor. Let me help facilitate making this person into a great human being. Saddled with a sleepy mother who just want to pop them pills like Tic Tacs, and a dude across the country who'd rather not have a daughter. He looked at her and said, that's my girlfriend. How do you think that way? when you're raised to be a beta male by two parents who don't know how to teach people responsibility. That's how you raise and you make the monster. How do I know this? Because we got a 40-year-old man who barely had a job. The highlight of his life is working for Disney. The highlight of his life is, you're a little too tall for this ride. Oh, put your seatbelt on. Check the seatbelt. Good to go. It's the highlight of his life. Being a Disney line keeper. It's the highlight of his life. 40-year-old man. The most exciting job he ever did was work at Disney. There are 40-year-old people who work at Disney. I'm not knocking the job. As line greeters, a job is a job. I respect work, hard work. But they're not looking at it like it's the highlight of their life. They're looking at it as, I'm paying my bills. I'm doing what I got to do to pay my bills. That was the highlight of Stephan Stern's life. The highlight of his life was working for Disney at 40 years old. He's a good person according to his mama. He's a nice person according to his mama. But nobody's looking and those doors close, or we know who he really is at that point. And we know him all too well because of this case. These are some of the books that they sending them. We're going to go back up, read some more emails. I want to get this part 2 onto the Patreon. The thing is, the file is too big, so I'm going to have to break the file up or compress it or something like that. It's a huge file. So that's the problem that we're having getting it on the Patreon. We have the part 1 up, the bundle that they sent me, the first bundle. We're going to get this one up, hopefully between today and tomorrow. Find a way to chop it up or reduce the size so it could fit on Patreon. So just be a little patient for that. It's going to happen. Let me go to shout some people out who are showing love to the channel, and then we're going to do some more emails. All right. Big shout out to Jamie Casey, who's celebrating 2 months as a recruit. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. We have 2 super chats from Moni for $5 for a total of $10. Thank you so much. Moni says, keep it up, keep it up. So generous of you. Sam I Am Texas with a $4.99 super chat says, haha. It's a nice little picture jumping around. Love these guys. You guys are so kind. Erin Murphy. What's up, Erin? Erin serves and she's in law enforcement. And you know, I always enjoy reading her emails. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, Erin. She says, 2 months. Yay, 2 months as a White Shield member. We definitely appreciate your support, Erin. And Erin graciously gave 1 gift membership to a lucky person. So whoever got that gift membership, please make sure that you thank Erin for her generosity. And Sam-I-Am is celebrating 10 months. 10 months as a White Shield member. And she says, money well spent every month, best channel and mods in true crime. Thank you so much for supporting me, you beautiful people, you strangers who some way, somehow the universe had put us together on this shared mission to give a voice to the voiceless. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Amy WC just popped up. $2 super chat says, throwing my spare change around. Thank you so much. And we appreciate that you believe that your spare change is worthy for us, because that's hard earned spare change. You work your butt off for that. And we appreciate that you're showing love to us. And Ivana Saint says, 10 months as a recruit. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. All right, let's go back over here to the live chat and let's get back to these emails. Let's finish showing these books. Michael Crichton, The Andromeda Strain. This one over here is Breakthrough. Michael Crichton, Rising Sun. Ready Player 2. Ernest Cline. It's the Amazon stuff. All right, let's scroll up. All this stuff is public information, by the way, and you can get it on your own if you want to. So please know that. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, this sounds good. So this is from, hold on here. So this will be the last one that we read because there's other things I need to do. So we'll read two. We'll read Stephan Stearns to his parents and then his parents back to him. I just, in my peripheral, saw some interesting stuff in the parents' email, but I want to read Stephan Stearns so we get some context because they kind of use this as a means of communicating with each other to have conversations. It's not just like I'm writing you a letter, you're writing back. They're literally, it's almost like they're text messaging each other. That's how they're using the email. All right, so Stephan Stearns at 8:22 p.m. on August 1st, 2024. He says, hey, just got the tablet back finally. Got my special meal today. Double Angus burger with tater tots. So he's eating good. His Sprite and his cookies. He's eating good. His parents got him eating real nice while he's in prison. It was very good. Thank you for that. Best meal I've had since I've came here. That's for sure. It even came with ketchup packets. I haven't seen ketchup in over 5 months. Had a checkup with the doctor again today. Confirmed still losing weight down to 169. So taking me off the cardiac diet, slowed with weight loss, but hasn't stopped it. They're going to supplement my food intake for the next 7 days and check up on me again. So he's getting top of the line medical care, which he probably didn't have before because he had no job. And I haven't heard any rumors of him being on welfare, which he probably was on some type of public assistance. But he's getting top of the line health care, and he's eating Agnes burgers while he's awaiting trial for doing the most diabolical thing to Madeline Soto. But let's keep going. You know, that's what makes us the greatest country in the world, because we treat people good. Even when you do bad things, we treat you good and we're fair. So let's keep going. All right. So I guess that means they're forcing or something foreign, or it's a spell, it's a typo, so I don't know what he's trying to say. Oh, I think he's trying to say going. I guess that means they are going to include an additional snack bag with my meals that usually consists of some type of sandwich and some cookies, I think. And they're also going to give me some type of carnation shake as well. So I guess we'll see how that goes. You know how those shakes, how much those shakes taste? I can't even speak. How much they cost? Those things are expensive. Like those Nutriment drinks, those Ensures, those things are expensive. He said carnation shake, but that's not what it is. He's talking about those Nutriments or those Ensures. Those are very expensive, and our tax dollars is paying for him to get his Ensure. But anyway, let's keep going. Should make the parents pay for that too. They should pay for his health care. They should pay for his food. They should pay for his snack pack. They should pay for his carnation shake, if he calls it that. His Ensure. They should pay for all of that. But let's keep going. So I guess we'll see how that goes. I received a bunch of books: The Andromeda Strain, Rising Sun, Micro, Ready Player 2, Breakthrough, Leap, Catalyst, and Ripple all arrived. I've already finished reading through Ready Player 2 since it arrived on Tuesday, and I wanted to jump straight into it. I also got a notification that some type of hardcover book also came and was returned to sender. It's not easy reading, people. Unless, of course, you're Stephan Stearns. All you do is read all day. Eat good food, top of the line medical, and read New York Times bestsellers. Let's keep going. Who's living better than Stephan? The rest of us got to go out here, live virtuously, not abuse people, and work every day. He gets to do what he's been dreaming to do his entire life. Sit on his butt and let somebody else take care of him, namely the state. Anyway, let's keep going. The handwriting was terrible, so I couldn't make out the title that they listed for it and don't know what it was. Maybe you can find out. Got to be careful about that. How are things on your end? Anything new? Write back, and I'll be checking the tablet while I have it. All right, let's keep going. Somebody responded. We'll see if it's his dad or his mom or both of them. Hey, good to hear from you. You've been absent a while. Seems as though there is no consistency to the availability of the tablet. Glad you enjoyed the meal. What would you like next week? There's only one delivery a week. Pizza and burger or what? Everything is the same. Work, puppies, living life. It just sounds like the father. Curious, has the woman stopped trying to connect with you? She seemed persistent. Here's mom. Yeah, I was right. And so now mom is talking. Hi there. Glad to hear from you and happy to hear the meals was good. For the price, I expected Wagyu beef, That's some high class meat if you don't know what that is. I guess Agnes is better than grade. Josh said your Facebook page is still up and running. Give one of your attorneys a sign in and password so we can take it down. Find the Facebook page. This is from last year, so it's probably gone by now. But find the Facebook page if it's still up there. Let's keep going. Can't tell us on the phone or here on the pad. Everyone and their uncle apparently is just dying to devour every morsel of malicious lies that are being floated by the YouTube trolls looking for clickbait and monetary reward. Well, the monetary part is not us because we can't get one show monetized on YouTube. So this show is for free, okay? All my shows are for free because they don't monetize. They monetize like 10% of the shows that I make. So let's keep going. Sad people with no job sitting in front of their computer playing at being cops. Well, you ain't talking about me because I'm the real deal, baby. But let's keep going. Disgusting. It's hard not to reply to them, but that would just let them gloat. They are just ticks on society. Not your son. We are the ticks. We're the ticks on society. Your son is not a tick on Madeline. And now a tick on us that we got to pay for his health care, pay for his insure/carnation shakes. Let's keep going. Delusional. Enough of that. The hardback book. What the hell is a hardback book? The hardback book must have been a Amazon mistake. I checked the order and all were indicated as paperback. I'm reading beneath now and enjoying it. I think you will too. Reality and sci-fi in one book. We still pray for you. We love you and support you regardless. We are not naive though. You've done some horrible things, Stephan. Finally, we get some reality. Finally, some freaking reality from these people. Mind you, this is from last year. Maybe these folks have changed their opinions, but it's not that long ago. It's August. It's not like it's been a year. You know, this is less than a year ago. It's a couple months ago these folks were saying these things. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's see where we're at. You've done some horrible things, Stephan. Things I never in a million years would think my child would be capable of. That is a hard pill to swallow. I want to look in your eyes and ask you, why? Let's get that let's play the music. I need to get like the long version. I want to look at you in your eyes and ask you, why, Stephan? Why? Why? Let's keep going. I'm having too much fun today, man. I had a good day. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I've been having too much fun. I'm having way too much fun. All right. I'm sorry. I'm being a dick. Okay. I admit it. I'm sorry. I'll try my best to behave myself moving forward. Lies. Anyway, let's keep going. Where was I? And actually get the truth. Ask you why and actually get the truth. I'm sure that won't happen again. No shielding others. Take care of yourself first and foremost. So she's talking about Jen, because they just believe that Jen was a part of this. And I don't know, but there's no evidence that shows so far that Jen participated in any of this stuff. I'm pissed off with Jen because I think she's a terrible mother. But there's no evidence so far that Jen participated in the essay of Maddie or the unaliving of Maddie. There's no evidence of it right now that we know of, okay? Period, okay? But the parents are just so hard set on saying that that's the case, right? That Jen had something to do with it. But whatever. Guys, please hit that like button. By the way, I haven't asked since this particular show started. We're asking for the like button just so we could get into that algorithm so that the show could be shown to a wider audience. That's why we ask for you to hit the like button. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay. I will say it is pretty disgusting that all of this stuff is being dumped out to YouTube wannabes. How can they get a decent jury pool for your trial? There's no hope for him, ma'am. Sorry to break it to you. They have got this thing viral all over the country and in the UK. Maybe more. Why? It escapes me why people who have no skin in the game feel the need to make themselves a part of it. They have to be some kind of sick, twisted people with no other joy in their lives. We're all sick and twisted because we want justice for Maddie, but not the person who was abusing that beautiful girl. Not Stephan Stearns are the sick and twisted people. No, the YouTubers, they're the sick, twisted people. Stop it. Stop it. Let's keep going. Okay. This lady's delusional. Absolutely delusional. Absolutely. All right. It's really sad. Oh, it is sad, really, but also aggravating because the truth is nowhere in any of those posts. So Stearns didn't do that stuff to Maddie? Because that's basically the basis of everything people were saying on YouTube, that he did this stuff to Maddie. So who did it then? Oh, this is insane. This is nuts. Let's keep going. I mean, you guys go read it for yourself. It's going to be on the page. You can find it yourself as well. Read it through. I'm adding my commentary because I just can't read this all the way through. I have to interject. But anyway, let's keep going. They can say anything and think that they are shielding. They're shielded because they give a disclaimer at the beginning that these are their thoughts and feelings about things, along with their psycho devoted followers of the truth. What a joke. Well enough again. More time goes by. The pups are the fun stage. People, yo, Chris, you need to get a divorce, bro. Real talk. I've spoken to Chris Stearns behind the scenes. You guys know that. The dude sounds like a normal guy. I have a lot of empathy for Chris Stearns. I have a lot of empathy for that guy because he sounds like a normal guy when you talk to him. His wife is nuts. And listen, you don't talk about other people's wives like that. I know it might be offensive. It might upset him. I get it. I totally respect you if you get upset with me saying that because that's your wife. But you seem like a normal guy, bro. Your spouse is off the rails. Your own son in these emails spoke about how verbally and mentally abusive your wife was and described you as a normal guy. That's what he said. He could have railed on both of you guys. He could have said both of you guys were terrible. No, he said his mom's was terrible in so many words. That's my interpretation of what he said. It might be too late. He's like, yo, I'm old. We get a divorce. She take half my stuff and I'm 80 years old. Come on. I get it. I get it. But I got empathy for you. I have empathy for you. She's off the rails, bro. And guys, we got bro code. We do. We could talk real talk about our spouses and it just is what it is. We won't say it out loud because, you know, we got to respect the spouse and all that stuff. But we don't have no problem like calling out the weaknesses in our spouse's characters. He knows what I'm saying is true. This lady's off the rails, bro. She's off the rails. She's nuts. She is nuts. Let's keep going. That's just my opinion. It's my opinion. And I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. I'm just calling it a spade a spade. This is nuts. This is not holding Stephan Stearns accountable for nothing. For nothing. This is just plain nuts. Let's keep going. Anyway. All right. Not a beta in the bunch, all alpha, but brave, friendly, engaging, smart the dogs right now. Just everything you pray they will be, especially when placing service dog prospects. As you know, although I know they aggravated you when they were sounding off with the rabbits in front of someone at the door. Let me scroll up real quick. I'm sorry. But under it all, I know you love them all. I know you really love playing with the pups. She loves her dog so much. She just should have not have any kids and just been a dog lady or something like that. I think society probably would have been a little bit more happier because we wouldn't have gotten a Stephan Stearns. Or stop at the one that she had who ended up being an American hero. It's like this polar opposites with these folks. One kid is an American hero. The other one is a demon. Jeez Louise. Anyway, I really know you love playing with the pups. I do wish you were here for this. They play their playpen is set up in Lene. I don't know what that is, and goes almost end to end. There are fans above, level ground, and safety from the aerial predators. I'm putting in the equipment tomorrow: tunnel, splash pad, climbing platform, wobble board, the plastic ball pit balls, all the fun stuff. I guess I can print pictures and send them via mail. But check that, please. That was exhausting. I don't even know if I have the energy to do more, but it just keeps going. Okay, so we'll keep going. We can't stop mid-sentence, okay? Just make sure that it's the same one. All right. Woo. Big shout out to ACF, rather, with a $2.99 super sticker. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. See if I missed anybody. Slowy Esso with a $4.99 super chat says, even though you poke fun, all love, thanks strategic. Thank you so much for being a good sport. You know, we crack jokes on this channel from time to time. Sometimes I make fun of you guys. It's all good. You know, it's never personal. And so thank you for being a good sport and for supporting the channel, because we do need the support and we do appreciate you. You're good in my book, Slowy Esso. Appreciate you. All right, let's get back to this. Let's get back to it. Okay. Hey, good to hear from you both too. Well, oh no, this is from Stearns. All right, we already read that. All right, cool. Wow, that was crazy. That was nuts. I can't read no more. My brain is fried. We already read that email. That was one of the emails we started with. So, because we're going out of order. So, woo, my brain is toast, man. You guys are awesome that you sticking around. You got the stamina. Yo, I'm the YouTuber, so I'm kind of like want to be here, but wow, like reading through that was like a meat grinder. Absolutely. Woo. Wow. I don't know how some YouTubers could just read it. Like I can't just read it through. I gotta interject because it's so outlandish. It's almost hilarious. It is what it is. Please hit that like button, guys. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate the support. And just a lack of accountability from this guy's family is just bananas. It's bananas. Wow. Unbelievable. All right, so big shout out to everybody who shows support to the channel. Please make sure you guys hit the like button before you get out of here. I'm about to make a move. We're going to keep going through these emails, see if we find something probative. I'm not going to read every email. You know, I'm just going to read the emails that have something interesting in them. So, guys, definitely consider becoming a member of True Crime Strategic. We do appreciate the support. We need the support. Most of our videos go demonetized because of the subject matter or whatever YouTube politics they got going on. I'm not a part of those conversations, so I don't know why they target this show. But we try our best to be respectful with the commentary that we give in terms of following the YouTube guidelines. And, you know, you see people put up all this trash on YouTube. We see them put up, you know, untruths. We see them put up clickbait and all that good stuff, and it gets monetized. But when you talk about the truth and you're trying to give a voice to the voiceless, well, it's an uphill battle. So the best we can ask for you is that you hit the like button so we can get into that algorithm. And we thank everybody who's willing to donate to the show so that we can get some type of monetization. And we got a lot of love for our members and to our Patreon, who are the life's blood of this show. So that being said, you guys are amazing. I appreciate your patience. I'll see you guys on the next one. Strategic is out of here. Peace. And of course, I don't have the intro queued up. Strategic is out of here. Peace. thought it was over, did you? I just gotta say again, that lady is nuts if she thinks we are somehow, our character on YouTube is comparable to the character of her son. You need to focus on your son's sins. You need to focus on the nasty, diabolical deeds and wares of your son, not on the people on YouTube who are demanding justice for somebody who's not here to ask for justice for themselves. He could have did anything. He did what he did. He could have let her live. He could have at least given us that. Let us try and heal her. Let us embrace her as a society, give her therapy, and hopefully turn her into a survivor and eventually a warrior. He could have did that much, but your son was so selfish that he left us nothing. He left Jen Soto as whatever you feel about her. He left her with nothing. Yet you have the audacity to say that we are the twisted ones, that we are the low lives because we demand justice, because we beg for justice, we cry out for justice on YouTube of all places. We're the low lives when he left us all with nothing. No, you guys are the low lives. If you think that it is righteous of you, pseudo-Christian people, to talk to that monster the way you talk to him and to leave him with no accountability for his sins, you are the twisted ones, not us. We're concerned citizens doing the only thing we can do, which is give awareness to this. That's all we can do because Stephan Stearns left us with nothing. Maybe if Maddie was still alive and she could ask for justice for herself, maybe we'd be on a different case. We'll be talking about somebody else. Maddie's not here to speak for herself. And that's why so many of us are trying to speak for her. You really need to get into that good book that you proclaim to love so much, and you really need to actually read it. Because if you read it, you'd know that God's justice, his wrath, well, you know what? Read the book and find out what God thinks about people like your son. I'll see you guys on the next one.